Alrighty, welcome back to the International Wealth Builders Association radio talk show. I'm your host, LaToyaTillett, here with my special guest, Briana Prince. We're talking life insurance and protecting your assets. So before we went away, I touched on a little new project that Briana is now working on. So I want her to tell you a little bit more about what it is, why it came about, and how you can join. Take it away.
Yes. All right. So what LaToya is talking about is a club that I started with a couple other members called the I3 Social Club. So it's an investment club. Our primary focus is to educate people on financial literacy and all things investing. So what we're going to be doing is putting together different workshops to help educate people on all different aspects, how to start a business, taxes, real estate, investing, life insurance, literally all different types of things that we're going to be focusing on. And the biggest benefit to joining the club is we're going to help put together a custom plan to help you get to $100,000 in investments within the next 3 years. So that's a huge thing. And so if you're someone who knows that, because I think a lot of people end up in this situation where it's like, I want to invest, but I don't know where to invest my money. Like, where do I even start, you know?
Exactly.
And so that's the type of information that you'll be getting from the club. So it's super exciting. I'm super excited to see how this progresses and grows.
Oh, nice. So speaking of that, we have one of our first workshops coming up on the 23rd.
Yes.
Is it a workshop? Or
no, it's a networking.
It's a networking
event.
But we'll have
mixer.
speakers. We will have speakers.
And who's
yours
one of our
truly
speakers?
will be one of your speakers. Because we're right here in the middle of tax season, so we got to talk about it. You don't normally want to wait until tax season to start talking about your taxes and everything. You want to do planning beforehand, but we can still talk about it because we're in the middle of it. There's a lot still going on. There's some changes and movements happening within the IRS and also within the state. I know there's certain state forms that haven't been updated in all the software, so people are having to wait. So there's really a lot going on in the tax world right now behind the scenes that most people aren't even privy to, don't even know, what's happening. And so definitely I'll be happy to speak about some of those things that are happening, some changes that you can see going forward for 2023. So getting yourself ready this year, throughout the year, so you can be ready to file in 2024. Just some helpful tips and tricks. I put out a video, was it yesterday or the day before? Maybe it was the day before yesterday, where I was talking about how people can save money on their taxes by hiring their kids.
Oh,
and it's like one of those little known, things
I've
for
definitely
most
heard
of
about
us.
it. Yeah,
like we hear about it, but it's like, how do you do it effectively?
Right. Yeah.
And so that's definitely something you can think about, especially if you're a Schedule C entrepreneur or sole proprietor or independent contractor. Like, especially for my real estate agents out there, if you have kids, have them help you out. You could pay them up to $12,950 a year, and you don't have to pay taxes on that money, and neither do the children. They do have to be under the age of 18, though, for this to work. So, of course, there's a bunch of rules and everything that go around it, which could take us another about 2 or 3 days to get through. And like I was saying, too, I'm like, a lot of people have not taken the time out to read the 70,000 plus pages that make up the Internal Revenue Code.
That is insane. I can only imagine what kind of loopholes and stuff are in there with that many pages.
Yeah, you can find some things. And
yeah, I bet.
Yes, definitely. So hiring your kids is one of those little loopholes that you can find to avoid taxes for both you and them.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, it is not illegal to avoid taxes, and this is one thing I do want to make clear. So there is a difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion. So tax evasion is the actual illegal portion that you're seeing a lot of celebrities, they have gotten busted for. It's because they're not reporting, or their accountants are not reporting all of their income. Tax avoidance, on the other hand, we have the legal right to avoid or minimize our taxes due by any legal means that we could put our hands on. So you definitely can avoid taxes. You cannot evade them.
Yeah, so if you guys are wanting more information about this event, it's going to be on February 23rd. We will have, as LaToya mentioned, we will have a couple of speakers before our meet and greet which is, well, not meet and greet, but it's a business networking event, which is at 6 o'clock. It's at the Epic Center in Rancho Cucamonga. If you want more information, you can go to meetup.com and go and type in I3 Social Club to find the information. You can also find us on Facebook as well, I3 Social Club.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just looking forward to the event. I'm really excited. And I get to talk about taxes. It's one of my favorite things, and talk about real estate, which is one of my other favorite things. So definitely, start talking about these international properties. You guys have to get in on the international. Do not sleep on investing internationally, because right now, with the way prices are, I know you may see them teetering, trying to go down a little bit, but it's still not an easy market for people who want to invest. So it's still pretty difficult for people to get in. So, looking abroad and expanding your horizons can definitely give you more access to more properties for your money. So, if you have $300,000, you can probably buy 2 or 3 properties, depending on which country you go into, as opposed to using that as just a down payment for something here in California. Or, even if you go out of state with $300,000, you could probably get an apartment building in Michigan or something like that. I know a young lady, she's actually selling investment properties out in Flint, Michigan. And it's really hot out there. We heard different things about Flint and what was going on with the water crisis and everything, but their investment market is really, really hot.
No way.
Yes, it is. Wow. It is. So, sometimes you got to look outside of your backyard to get the opportunities. And there's nothing wrong with going outside, building the volume, and then bringing the dollars back here to California if that's what you so choose to do.
Yeah, I've been meeting a lot of people who actually invest outside of California. Everything is so expensive out here, so they find it so much easier to invest in different states.
Yes.
It was crazy. I went to an event last week. I don't remember what event. I've been going to a lot of events lately. It's hard to keep track, keep them all together. Right. But anyway, almost everyone I met there was talking about, oh, yeah, I don't do anything in California. Everything's out of state.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. It's just impressive.
I know. I have another friend that's in South Carolina, and she was telling me about the deals they have there, on the new construction. They're half the price of, or less than half the price of new construction properties here.
No way.
Yeah, and it's you can get a big, beautiful, brand new home for about $240, $260, something like that. And I'm like,
definitely have heard that one.
Right.
Quite a number of times.
We haven't seen numbers like that since the crash in 2008. Okay, everything has just soared. We're over $500,000 in some of the areas that people used to consider cheap.
Yeah.
The Inland Empire. People move from LA to the Inland Empire because you can come out here and get the big, beautiful home for a little of nothing. And now that has definitely changed. Yep. So you're going to have to go further out.
Yeah. Change states.
Right. You're going to have to change states or change countries. All right. So we are coming close to time. Briana, tell the people where they can find you, how they can contact you to get more information or to set up a consultation with you.
Yes. So you can go to my website at truleg.com. That's TRULEG.com. And just follow the instructions on the screen, book an appointment, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. I tell everyone at a minimum, just talk. Just if you have someone who depends on you for income, think about your situation. See if your family will be impacted if you were to pass away. If that answer is yes, just get a consultation. There's no obligation to you. It's free.
Oh, awesome. Nice. And so for more information on different tax tips and different ways you can save by incorporating some of the strategies that I put out there, you can follow my YouTube channel. And that's at LaToyaTillett. That's LA space capital TOYA. Last name Tillett, T as in Tom, ILLETT. So check me out there on YouTube. You can also email me at info@TillettRealtyGroup.com if you have any questions regarding the international real estate properties that we have available, and we can get that information over to you. Again, I want to thank my special guest, Briana, so much.
Thank you
for coming to the show, having her first interview with me. So she was a little nervous, but I told her, we're going to get through that. So thank you again so much. And, again, I'm your host, LaToyaTillett. My Department of Real Estate number is 014-789-74. So reach out if you need anything, and we will be talking to you guys again next month. Yay. Bye.